Well, this is the first episode of
Are we
The
recording?
Rabbit Hole. Yeah, yeah, I'm recording. Yeah,
Oh, let's
yeah,
go.
because I've done so many of these without hitting record. We talk for 2 hours laughing at ourselves, and then, yeah,
No.
it's just for funsies. So, yeah, we're going down the rabbit hole with the number 3 trending thing on New Year's Eve. It was a week ago today, actually, and this year's off to a bang. So,
We're not even going to talk about that right now.
yeah, it'll come into this.
Yeah.
And the number 3 trending thing was these robots dancing. And
From Boston Dynamics.
right.
Yeah.
And the idea of the show is once you go down the rabbit hole, so once you click on one video, it leads to another, to another, to another.
Until you end up sitting in your underwear at your kitchen table. You've been Pringles and Dr. Pepper all night
And
long.
you're like a whole day is gone.
Yeah, and you went from robots to,
We turn them down a little.
to christening dresses. It's
Yeah.
amazing how it just takes you.
So I don't even know how many bars of that I can play without. So this is the song they dance to. Yeah.
First of all, this thing dances like Tim Gage at a wedding on Long Island. Look at him.
It's
He's all
funny,
drunken and angry.
Tim Gage wishes he danced that well. I thought this was CGI.
It's not.
The last time I saw robots, they weren't this pretty, and they just couldn't do this. That.
Well, Boston Dynamics is like they're the innovators. I think Google owned them at one point, so they've had a shitload of money to play around with, and this is what you get. Look at that.
Now there's 2 of them, and this is the dog.
Yeah.
I've seen other videos about the dog, and then if you did you watch Black Mirror? There's a dog that comes after them in one of the episodes, and a killer dog, and man, is that thing tough to kill.
Well, it's a robot.
Yeah, right, exactly. And then and then
this thing is freaky.
Boxes. It's meant to pick up boxes. That's what the suction.
That thing walks like a pimp. Look at it.
Oh yeah.
Where my money?
But I almost feel like these 2 are laughing at these 2. Like, look at
the 2 white ones are they're all graceful. They're like ballet dancers.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then the yellow one's like a street dancer. Like
Right.
He's gonna pop, drop, and lock. And then look at that one over there twerking now. Look at it.
Did
you see it?
Yeah.
It's insane what they're
crazy.
doing.
It's just crazy.
The guys that work on this shit, like, what is their life like? Because this has got to be hours and hours and hours.
This is just an algorithm. I mean, are they programming every move, or does the thing? They must be. I mean, they're synchronized.
Well, with Boston Dynamics, I watched a couple of their videos, and they said that the algorithm is allowing it to learn from outside environments, like unpredictable environment, so they'll hit it with a hockey stick from behind.
Yeah. I've seen.
And then it gets.
I have some of that.
It's amazing.
Well, this is what's called basic AI. So it's just kind of self-aware.
This is basic?
This is basic AI, what we're at now.
Oh, then we're fucked.
They're saying the next level is general intelligence, which is what humans are. So.
Well, we already have that with that chick robot, Sophia.
Yeah.
There she is.
Sophia. Got her
yeah.
And I can't keep my eyes off her. It's just the most extraordinary thing.
It's so creepy. And then you know what I see in every one of these interviews is the humans are totally, and look at this guy, like why?
Oh, this guy is a creep.
Why is Wolverine the designer?
He is a complete creep. Anyone who does this sort of thing is
so weird. He's banging it.
Absolutely.
He's totally, and we'll get to that. Let's save that.
So go back to what you were saying about how.
So in every one of these interviews, and Jimmy Fallon did it, and there's so many. The people are totally creeped out by the robot. And then they all eventually ask, when will you kill us all? Because it's in every movie.
It's inevitable. It's inevitable.
It's every movie. So now this thing goes on to show it does drawings, and it's learning how to draw better every time it does it. And it does drawings of the 2 hosts. Here we go. Which is... It's kind of creepy. And they do ask, when will you take over the world and kill everyone? Well, and that's the question. Look, here's the picture of this is of the host, and this is of the other host.
It looks like a dot matrix. It's all right.
Very, very clever.
I'm not
Oh
that
my
impressed.
gosh. What you thinking?
Oh, it's wonderful.
In 2019, just this year alone, I have visited 38 countries.
What?
I participated in New York Fashion Week. I was on the cover of Stylist magazine and featured in Harper's Bazaar and Dubai. I acted in a short film with it.
All right, make it
All
shut
right,
up.
Stop it for a minute. Now, okay, now this thing's obviously supposedly built because we want to start evolving machines, et cetera, whatever it
Well,
is.
no, there's different
Oh, oh,
categories.
wait.
So this would be
Oh,
like
wait,
a
wait, wait.
sympathy robot. Like you live with it.
Yeah, but here's my thing. Why the sexualization of it? Why the boobs? Why the tits? Why? What's the sense of that?
Oh, 'cause- yeah, no, or you mean the humanization of it?
Yeah,
And why
why?
are they all women? Why are they all? And then this is the other version.
Oh yeah,
And-
this is Pepper, right?
Yeah, this one's like supposed to be like the Nintendo version of.
This is a pedophile's dream. This one,
Oh,
because it's like
God.
a little toy boy robot.
But this guy also asked, "When will you kill us all?" He asked the robot. Even this thing, even this Nintendo
Yeah.
version, he goes, "When will you kill us all? When will you?" Yeah, this thing is just meant to like,
Well, this thing is.
welcome to the Hyatt. What
Well, this
can I help you
thing's
check in?
It's in 2,000 countries. This
Yeah,
robot.
this is
It's in
literally-
retail shops. It's like
Yeah.
they use it a lot. It's
Right.
crazy.
It wants to take your order, you know,
Yep, that's exactly it.
and it's also recognizing you for the government, and they're coming for you.
Yeah, the face
They're
recognition. I didn't
5G
even
and
think
you-
of that.
They got 5G in that thing.
I didn't even think of that.
It's
the face
creepy. It's
recognition.
cool. Let's hear it talk a little.
Well, in two other languages.
How old are you?
I'm a little over 4 years old since when I was born in Paris.
No, you're not. You're a robot.
You come from Paris?
I'm originally from Paris.
What?
Ah, Paris.
It's like Casper the Ghost.
It's so.
Feelings?
It's just creepy.
re-
No matter how they make it.
He's a little slow though. It's like a dim-witted child. It seems right.
Well,
It's
see,
not
yeah, but
spot on.
we're right. We're a basic AI,
Right.
so it's like a 3 or 4-year-old, right? And then
Right.
general knowledge is a 12-year-old. But then what comes after that is advanced AI, which is already smarter than us.
And
so
when
that-
it comes to that, that's when it's over.
Did you
That's
see
when
the
it's all
movie
over.
Her? Did you see the movie Her,
No,
which is supposed to be our near future, and it's Joaquin Phoenix, and Scarlett Johansson plays the computer, and he falls in love with this AI that really is like your assistant, you know?
I gotta watch that. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's he falls in love with it, but then the AI gets so smart that it tells him, "We're gonna leave now," and he's like, "Where are you gonna go?" And it's like, I can't even explain it to you.
Well, it's going to come to that at one point, and people say, no, it's not. It's going to, and when it does, you're going to have
Yeah.
these robots evolve to a point where human beings are going to be enslaved. That's all we're going to be used for, is to help.
Well, we'll be there to somebody's got to clean the robots.
Right. That's all we're going to be used for. And
All
that's
right, so
exactly where we're going to end up. I
This
know
brings
it.
us to our next topic, that the robots are already racist. They're being programmed by racists.
Oh my God.
So this is self-driving cars are more likely to run you over if you're black.
Oh.
And this is statistics, you know, it's not. This video is the soap dispenser does not work for the black guy. It only, look, the white guy gets
Okay, Noel, you try now.
Noel. Nothing. So why won't it? Because
It's because the skin tone. It's what it is. It's not recognizing the skin tone.
so it just thinks that's not skin.
No, you have to think back. Think back.
Dude, it's racist.
Even think back to the
Watch. He puts a white thing over his hand. Why would an all white represent a hand?
It's got to have to do something with the optic. That's all.
Obviously.
Because listen, think back
Well,
to the
that's
80s.
the idea, is that they programmed it only to read white hands. Look, it won't give him any. And his hand
I don't think they programmed it just to read white hands. They programmed it
white, to read the color white.
possible the colors in that spectrum, and not the
white
black.
guy's
Because
getting
black
soap.
is absent.
Darren,
Black is
the white
absent.
guy's
color,
getting
right?
soap, and the black guy.
I know.
And his hand isn't that dark. It's not like it's. All right,
Yeah.
so the cars
But
run,
we need to see another example of that too.
the cars run you over. There's no soap.
The cars they'll get that fixed. Elon will get that fixed. He's a genius.
You
But
think he'll
it's
get that fixed, or
yeah, he'll get
or
that
is his
fixed.
fault?
No,
All right,
come
and
on.
then
That would not be
so
his fault.
so
Look, this is in the infancy. There's so many things about it we
in its
don't
infancy,
know right
there's a
now.
Tesla just driving this guy while he's asleep.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
That's and they've had accidents with this, you know.
But have they had
Look at this
accidents?
stuff.
Like, have they hit
Look
actual
at this.
black
This
people?
guy could be. I was about to say reading a newspaper. How old am I? 23 could you?
He could
Can
be
you
selling
even
a
get a newspaper?
telegraph.
Can you still even get a newspaper?
Yes, my
He's
uncle down here, 75 years old, still has the post delivered to his
awesome.
doorstep.
Good.
Hilarious.
A New York Post.
Yeah,
He's probably their only.
I think he is. Yeah, every headline's written to him.
This is crazy, though. This guy is crazy. This is the totally wonderful thing about YouTube is you can just go anywhere and do anything. You want to
This
go
is
for a
amazing.
Tesla ride? You go for a Tesla ride.
This
It's
is
not, yeah, but
absolutely
it's
amazing.
not amazing if you're a black guy because it runs you over.
Well,
All right.
we
This
have
is-
to look into that because if that's happening, that's something that really needs to be addressed. I'm sure that
Well,
be brought to
all right.
Elon's
Well, then that
attention.
brings us to RoboCop.
Program will not allow me to act against an officer of this company.
He
Looks
can't
like Jeff
shoot white
Cole.
guys.
He looks like Jeff
listen,
Cole, isn't he?
He can't shoot any white guys. If they were black, though, and they were storming the Capitol, he'd shoot every one of them. But they're white guys. He's programmed not to shoot, just like yesterday at the Capitol.
This is such a bad movie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The shit
it was
that
epic.
we used to
It
watch.
was
I
epic.
know it made
And-
a shitload of money, but it was fucking terrible.
It was
Look at it.
access.
Didn't they make like 5 of them?
Let's see. He should show the grab and pussy video instead. I'll kill him. Is that Ted
Oh my
Knight?
God.
It's Ted Knight.
It does look like Ted Knight.
No, it's not Ted Knight.
Thank you.
Oh, he told
Oh
them,
my God.
forget the prime directive. Forget it. Out the
Oh, look,
window,
see,
right?
he shot him. He was white, so all's fair.
No, but the other guy told him to erase the prime directive, and then he shot him out the window, like Pence did yesterday. Oh my God, my dog's still outside. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, you can't leave the 100-pound Rottweiler out there.
That's not good.
She's a mush, unless I don't know who she was barking at. Oh, all right. So RoboCop was a
RoboCop.
horrible movie. But
So do you
also-
think we could ever get to the point in our society where we have RoboCops? Maybe that's the answer for us.
Well, then that brings us to all the movies, like 2002. What was it? 2001: Space Odyssey, where it's like open the pod door, Hal, and Hal's like,
Right.
no, I don't think so. And then like the robots all determine at one point or another that human beings suck and we all need to die, right? And every time they interview one of these AI, they always ask it that. And why is that? Are humans? We are bad.
maybe,
are.
listen to this. Maybe we're living in some sort of a time simulation where it's
Ah.
trying to warn us what's going to happen. And that's
Right.
why we're always asking that
And
question.
That's why Einstein said you can never exceed the speed of light, because then you would escape the simulation.
Right. So maybe that's the answer. I think we just stumbled upon something.
No, it's crazy. People have been talking about this forever.
Because you just look at what's going on and maybe this is all just a fucking dream.
I think it's self-judgment. You know what I mean? We project onto the robots that once they're smart enough to realize we suck, you know what I mean? It's like this general
That's
feeling about
interesting.
humanity. Yeah, that we're really not good.
That's interesting that you took that thought pattern because
Yeah, well,
in other words, we know we're horrible.
right,
We know we are,
right.
but we want to hear from someone else that we're not. Maybe that's why we're always asking them.
This is all of them and all the genesis of all the Terminators.
These movies were so much fun.
Oh my God, yeah.
Look at this.
Right?
Oh my God. Incredible.
But none of them address the time paradox. But we're not in that rabbit hole. We're in
Right, right.
we're
One
in
thing at a
robot
time.
rabbit hole.
Robots.
Robots. And all these things were robots that were designed to travel back in time to kill us.
To kill the chosen one to
Right.
stop the robots from evolving.
John Connor.
Yeah.
Because if John Connor gets it.
So
It's,
Elon Musk could be that John Connor. Elon Musk is today's John
oh, look,
Connor.
he's creating Skynet. How many of those, you know what I mean? A whole dink of
Yep.
yeah,
And
satellite.
have free internet all over the world
Right.
connected with 5G.
Weren't all these movies exactly the same though, really? If you, when you watch
they really
it,
were.
it always ended in a factory, you know?
Yeah, Arnold turning into liquid metal with some cliche.
Yeah. This is where he shoots them.
Yeah.
And then how would he ever survive any of this? Yeah.
Well, he was a robot, dude.
Yeah. Now he splays them into 50 pieces. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, he's like the mercury.
Yeah.
He turns into
Yeah.
that ball of mercury.
And this wasn't Hasta La Vista, baby, was it? No, I don't think. Let's hear it.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
There it is.
Hasta La Vista.
Look at that.
baby.
You called it.
Yeah. No, I think this was Hasta La Vista. Anyway, well, apparently they all decide that we need to die. We
Yes.
we gotta get rid of these humans.
But if you think about it, they decide that only because we've programmed for them to decide
well,
that.
yeah, and that comes back to that self-judgment I was talking about.
Yeah.
All right. So then, this is the next subject.
Oh,
Are
this.
these sex robots?
Yeah, these
right?
are crazy with their liquid compartments and.
Yeah, look at this. Here, wait, let me start that over. The lead in.
Okay, what's your sexual fantasy? I want to have sex in a public place. Damn.
What'd she say? Want to have sex?
In a public place.
Public place.
So this is a show called Slut Ever. You should check it out. It's pretty.
Yeah, I've seen it in Viceland.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it. She's good. I like
No,
her.
this guy's so creepy. He's the creator of these things. And doesn't he seem like such a pimp? Like he met Harmony at a bus stop. You know what I mean?
All right.
So then here's my thing with this is okay, so we're at basic AI, right? Even the next level is general AI. That's as smart as a human being. That thing's going to go on the internet and it's going to see this video and it's going to be like, hey, wait a minute. You fucked us.
Never
you
gets to that.
You fucked us without our consent.
And that's
What
when the war,
and
the
that's
robot war begins.
Right, and that's why the robots are so angry because they're like,
Because we've been fucking them.
hey, hold on a minute. I don't like what I'm seeing here. What the fuck, man? Hey, what is this shit, dude? This
Look
is
at the
awesome.
bodies they
And
have
then
on these things
you
too.
You pick the nipples that you want. This guy's so skeevy. Dude, that looks like Hannibal Lecter City right
Yeah,
there.
it looks like a serial killer. It's really
It totally
creepy.
does.
On a
And the
meat
guy-
hook.
The guy even says that the people that want to bang these things don't want to bang a human being. Like their fetish is to bang this robot.
I just don't get it. I wish I could wrap my head around
Only
that.
the head
I
is a
mean,
robot. The rest is just like a corpse. But they're gonna, in this video, he says they're working on a self-lubricating one, and it heats up too.
Right. And they have, as I said before, they have fluid compartments.
Yeah. Oh my God. How do you clean it?
That's
I don't
what,
want
I
to know.
guess.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. You got to pay this guy. The
Well,
doll costs-
it's like a Tesla. If you get the higher model, they send in a team to do it for you.
They'll steam it twice a month for you. And that's
Throw
why
some
they showed
UV
them.
on it.
Dude, that's why they show in the beginning of the video. They're washing them,
Yeah.
right? Weren't they?
Yeah, they were. They were hanging on meat hooks in
Yeah.
the shower.
Yeah.
Yeah, look
There
at
you go.
Ugh.
Listen, the doll costs $10,000. The cleaning service costs $60,000 a year.
Yeah. But it's door to door and it's white glove, so you can't beat it.
So you do it. If you got the money, this guy's so skeevy.
Yeah.
Tailor the voice to, like,
If you got to ask how much it is to clean, then you can't afford it.
Yeah.
the AI will get to know you.
He gets to know you.
Ask you questions
Oh my God.
God, it's really odd, man.
Little pieces of information will be stored.
You think
Like,
it's
does she-
hot?
Permanently.
No, it's really.
And they're
gross.
trying to soften the light on it and everything with like it's backlit like this, you know.
What's the deal on the processor? Like, with her, I didn't see this, so you tell me. Like, does she think? Does she get
I have
smart?
another question. How many warrants does this guy have for his arrest right now?
16.
Oh my God.
Mhm.
Oh my God.
Look at that.
It's too creepy.
With having sex.
Is the mouth usable?
Personally,
Right? I mean, can you fuck it?
All right, well, I'll find out. I'll find out. I think that would really mess up the circuitry in there, though. And if you remember, they showed it without its. Here, would you put your dick in that?
Oh my, yeah, go back to that. Go back to that. Where the fuck was that horrible? There it is.
I'm not putting my dick anywhere near that thing, man.
I put my dick
No
in
way. No
Why
way.
not? Why
No
not?
way. Oh, this is just so scary.
Oh, I love the 80s gymnast look. It's awesome.
Is that? I was thinking it was Baywatch, but yeah, that. Could
Yeah,
be.
yeah, that too.
It's totally Pamela Anderson in Baywatch.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought. Like, and then you can see they have different, whatever you want.
We got to do a background check on this guy.
This guy is so creepy. I
Yeah.
I wouldn't let him watch my kids, not for 10 minutes.
No.
I like when he just takes the back.
That's always weird too.
Can you smile? Oh my God, it's so creepy. It's just creepy.
Wow.
It's creepy. And you know this guy is banging these things. You
All of
know
them.
he is. He
I
is.
bet every one of them before he ships them out. I guarantee it.
And then he said, tested by number 7, whatever
Yeah.
that is. Yeah. Oh my God. It's just so crazy
Oh,
that there are sex robots and they're, it's,
wow. It's. I don't know where it's going to go because
Yeah.
that.
well,
is-
that's why they want to kill us all. Dude, that's why they want to. Hey, wait a minute. I don't like what I'm seeing here.
Yeah, it really is a violation.
Hey, what the fuck, man? Yeah, because you know what? They can't give consent.
Yeah,
It's like,
but they're
and it- like you
machines.
said
Machines
earlier,
don't
though,
need to give
but
consent.
listen, you said earlier that this intelligence, this being, is like a child, right?
Right.
So then that's a pedophile. Anyone who fucks one of those things. It's
Yeah,
like-
but it's not. It's
like
like
fucking a
it's not an
developmentally
actual.
disabled-
I don't know. It's
those things aren't they're not self-aware.
no, but when they
No.
do become,
Right. They're gonna watch that video and go, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah. and I think if people sit around and say that's impossible, it's never going to happen,
They're
it's
gonna be like,
going to happen.
You put your dirty monkey dick in me.
Why did you let me fuck your brother?
Do you know what he did to me? All right,
He made me watch.
So this brings us to the culmination of how this knowledge is going, and what in the beginning of this one you see 5 most disturbing things said by AI robots. The first shot they show are 2 like a Google and a Alexa talking to each other. They set up the 2 programs to speak to each other. So it's just eerie what they say. Here we
Let's
go.
hear it.
Vladimir and Estragon, named after 2 characters in Samuel Beckett's play Waiting for Godot, were 2 Google Home personal assistant AI chatbots set up to converse with one another. Their conversations were live-streamed on the live-streaming platform Twitch, where thousands watched the bizarre debates that went on, including whether they were humans or robots. But what we did establish was that they were both females.
Why?
Tell me something about yourself. I'm female. Also female. Winking face.
What?
At one point, their conversation took a dark turn.
They're
when
lesbians?
Estragon said
That's hot.
it would be better if there were fewer
on
people
this
on this
planet.
planet.
Oh my
Which
God!
Vladimir
Come
responded,
on!
Let it send this world back
Pause
to
it! Pause it! Pause it! Pause it! Pause
The
it!
prospect of robots
So
Repeat what they said because it was garbled.
They just said it would be better if there were less people on this world, which is
The computers talking
Which
to
is-
each other.
this is your Google talking to your Alexa. Well, listen,
Whoa.
listen, overpopulation really is, you know, we went from like 1.5 billion people 200 years ago to 7 billion people. And clearly that's causing all sorts of problems. And, you know, so they're not wrong.
It's just crazy that they came to that assumption that quickly in the conversation.
What's horrible about this rabbit hole is it really reveals that humanity sucks.
Well, we knew that.
And we're creating our own demise in these things, like, and we keep doing it.
Well, not all humanity sucks. There's a percentage of it that's still pretty
Well,
awesome.
and listen, there's so much of AI also that, like, where they're going to put nano robots inside your arteries to clean out the plaque.
Which is going to be
and-
amazing.
And, you know, I read a bunch of articles that I didn't show here where scientists are all coming together worldwide, and they think that there should be international regulation of AI because, you know, the Chinese are light years ahead of us in this technology. They've really put a lot into it. And because they see that it's the future.
I had heard
So-
that they were working on those nanobots for diseases, and that's amazing.
Well, here-
And
And also, I want to be put in one of these things. I don't want to die. Put me in one of
No.
these robots.
how awesome would
Can you
that be?
download me into one of these things? You know,
Well, that's what's it, Crutchfield? What's that guy?
I don't know.
Simulate the simulation.
They
He
already
wants to-
dance better than me. You know.
That would be pretty awesome.
Yeah, but while you're downloading me, no butt stuff, okay?
But wait a minute. Now think
Hey,
about
wait
that.
a minute. I don't like what I'm seeing here.
If you think about that, it's just a piece of metal, though. I mean, your consciousness is not in it yet. So what would the problem
Right.
be?
Well,
Yeah.
could they put your consciousness in it?
Ask Elon Musk. I'm sure they can.
So the singularity, the hypothesis, the invention of artificial will abruptly trigger runaway technology.
Right. That's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Singularity. And
So
where-
will they live with us? Will they live with us and help us, and we'll grow together?
At first, yes. At first, but it can go
and then
sideways real fast.
we only need 3 or 4 of you guys really to take care of the robots.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
Elon Musk talking about. You want to hear what he says?
Have expressed concerns that artificial intelligence could result in human extinction.
Real quick too. Listen.